Trainer Ronnie Shields, a few months ago, saw your fight at Erislandy Lara, fight with Vanessa Martirosyan. And a few months since, what's been the latest with Erislandy?
You know, he's been helping one of my other guys, Brian Vera, who fights Friday night on ESPN. He's been helping him, sparring with him and getting him ready.
And you're working with the Charlo?
Oh yeah, we got the two brothers going.
What are your thoughts on them, working with them?
Hey, you know, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, you know. And, you know, Saturday night, you know, we're going to make a statement on Saturday night. You know, they're both fighting good fighters, you know, with good records. So, you know, we just have to get out there and show them, you know, that the Charlo's in town.
And you had a brief time with Guillermo Rigondeaux. They're talking you might fight Nonito Donaire sometime in April. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's gonna be a good fight. You know, if the fight happens, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think Guillermo has a good chance, but you know, because he's a real slick fighter and he can punch. So, but Donaire is just so good right now. You know, he fought 4 times last year, and you know he's been the busier fighter out of everybody actually. And you know that really helps you when you get in big fights. So, you know, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a close fight, but right now, I mean, it's hard to pick one right now.
Now, Donaire, a lot of people awarded him 2012 Fighter of the Year because you know he fought 4 times, 4 former champions. Some people, Ring Magazine had Juan Manuel Marquez Fighter of the Year for his knockout of Manny Pacquiao. If you had to make a choice, who do you think had the better year? Just throwing that question out there.
Well, you know, you got to go with Marquez because, I mean, he's supposed to beat the man who, you know, who's at the top. You know, everybody had Pacquiao pound for pound #1. And you beat pound for pound. I mean, why not put you up there in that position? I mean, although, you know, Donaire had a good year, you know, I mean, I don't think a lot of people thought much of Arce at that time and moment of his career. So, you know, I would have to say Marquez.
Now, the top ranks even talking about, I mean, not that they're talking about, but people would love to see Nonito Donaire, Abner Mares. But the promotional feud, don't know if it would happen. What are your thoughts on Abner Mares as a fighter?
Well, you know, Abner Mares is a really good fighter. But, you know, between him and Donaire, I would have to pick Donaire.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you know, I like Mares. He's a really good fighter, and he's going to be competitive in the fight if it happens. But I just think Donaire just about one step ahead of him.
Getting back to Manny Pacquiao, what are your thoughts on the way he suffered his last loss, and can he recover?
Well, you know, he suffered you know, the good thing about it is it was just a one punch knockout. It's not like he took a beating. So, you know, I've seen guys get knocked out like that before and never been able to come back. But I've seen other guys come back from it. So it just depends, man. You know, it's kind of hard to tell, you know, what he's going to be like coming back. You don't know if it's going to be glove shy. I mean, nobody knows until he gets in the ring. And, you know, it's hard to just say what he's going to be like coming back.
Now, a lot of people, they're talking about Floyd Mayweather's return on May 4th. No official announcement of his next opponent, but say he fights Robert Guerrero, for example. What do you think of that fight?
I think it's a good competitive fight, but I still think Mayweather wins.
What makes you say that?
Well, I mean, he's just a smart fighter, you know. Guerrero is going to try to put pressure on him, which Mayweather wants because he's such a good counterpuncher, and he's going to be counterpunching all night. The fight will be exciting because Guerrero will push the action. But I still think Mayweather's outpointed.
What was your thoughts on Mayweather's victory over Miguel Cotto, and how much do you think Floyd has left in the tank at 35?
Well, I think when you look at it, styles make fights. And Cotto is a boxer. You know, he's not the kind of guy that's going to put pressure on you a lot. You know, I mean, he had to put the pressure on Mayweather a little bit, you know, but Mayweather let him get close just to see what he had, and, you know, he was comfortable with it. You know, I think another round or two Mayweather would have stopped him. But, you know, Guerrero, on the other hand, you know, is a guy that's going to put the pressure on him. He's going to think that he can fight Mayweather like he fought Berto, which is so different. You know, it's just like night and day in that fight.
Okay. And Edwin Rodriguez, any word on him? What's the latest with him?
Not yet. You know, I've been hearing a few things, but nothing concrete just yet.
Looking now, is this kind of like the depth of talent you have in your stable of fighters? Is it kind of like the busiest time for you to where you've had the most talent in your gym?
Oh, absolutely. It's been a while since I had this much talent. So, you know, the guys are doing great. They're helping each other out a lot. So, you know, we're looking forward to having another good year. We had a great year last year. You know, we went undefeated last year. So, you know, this year we're looking to do the same.
All right, Ronnie, thanks.